There we go. Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Today was pillage day for me. Got in some dice rolling. We did a 2v1. I really like pillage, man. Pillage is fun. I'm already like stoked for next Monday. Gotta wait a week. I'm definitely gonna have some painted dudes for sure going into next week. I think I figured out my 600 point list that I want to play for a while. I was tweaking the list around. I'm playing Normans, and I've learned that horses suck in pillage. I love the game, so I think they're too expensive because you really only get what's going on here? You really only get extra movement speed with horses. They don't make you any more lethal. They kind of do. They make you resolve your attack first, actually, walk around a little bit, but they don't. You still only get one attack. So like after you might kill that one guy and he might not attack back, but you're gonna get smacked by everything else in their army. So they're good. Like they could potentially be almost like snipers, really, with like long range, very targeted missiles if somebody was hanging out by themselves. Which, as a historical game, I don't really think it's very lore accurate because if I sent 3 cavalry into 5 infantry and all the horses died, so. The one they whiffed, I whiffed all my rolls, but anyway, I don't want to get too in the weeds, but I'm not going to play horses at all. The first time I played them, I played too many, so I cut them down, and then I cut them down again, but we played higher points, so I still had 3 in the list, but now next time I'm not going to play any horses. So I've learned my lesson, at least not with, if I could get cheaper horses, I don't know, I got to look at the other factions. I think if you could get, like right now, I can have almost 3 dudes for the price of 1 horse, and that's just better, really. So I don't know. Pillage as a game, 10 out of 10 for sure. I picked up some of these guys. I got a discount at the store. Plus, I used my birthday discount. They let me use it a week late. So I got those. It's 48 dudes. I think I ended up paying like $20. A little bit last of the birthday money reserves. I got those because they're just generic, unarmored dudes. They have swords, shields, spears, so I can build those, and I can kind of use them. One, I want to try the Celts out, are the Scots and Picts. I guess those fall under the Celts. I got to brush up on my history, but I can just use those for all like the Horde factions who don't get armored dudes and are just like tons of models. I think that's really what I want to play. Even though it's more of a skirmish style, I like playing swarms, and I think they'd be really easy and fun to paint with contrast paints. But now I'm trying to figure out how I can make any amount of hobby progress. I got to get this Child of Gomb dude done. And I think I'm going to paint the chain. And then tomorrow I can get like real painting sessions in, get the crystal done, and then get this Infinity Commission out the door because there's a lot of cool new ideas that I want to do. I'm ready to kind of move into the next chapter of the Hobby Nomicon, which I've been talking about. I have it all planned out. I really, which is insane to say, but I have like a year's worth of videos of like cool, high quality, multiple series of videos planned out, but I got to get these old projects done and off my desk so I can do them. So I think I'm going to paint a chain today. And as I'm picking up all of my Dungeons and Dragons cards to get them out of the way, looking and going through all these, it really does make me want to check out Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition. I have Hyperborea, which is over here. Got to move some stuff out of the way. I got the collector's edition leatherette cover Hyperborea. This is a very high quality book. Like the pages, how you can hear how thick they are. Like look at the boys. I love the art. Just love everything about it. It's very Conan. Hyperborea obviously inspired. The art is this cool kind of style. I think if I remember right, I think Hyperborea is its own thing, but I think it's pretty heavily based on 2nd edition, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I can't remember if it's based on 2nd edition or just plain Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, but I might need to take a look at that. I definitely very interested in Dark Sun. Love the original Braum art. I got all the digital versions of the 4th edition, like the Ashes of Althus campaign. That was ran at conventions. I reached out to those guys that made it, and they give it to you for free, but you have to email them first and ask for it. They don't just make it available. So I've got that. I don't know. I really want to get more into tabletop, and I have dolman wood. I've been working through painting dolman wood models. Looking at those off screen. There's just been so many things I've been juggling, and so many different projects I've been working on, and it's really killing me because there's so many other things that I'm inspired by, and I keep just like not being organized and not planning this shit out, and like I'm all over the place, and it's not even just the hobby. Like I'm all over the place with my whole life. So I just struggling in real time to get this playmat in here to get organized. I'm like, what is going on here? But no, I'm not gonna start any more projects until I get the Infinity Commission done. And I mean, I gotta get that dude painted, but I still got like 9 more models for that. I'm not really sure what I was thinking there. I think I definitely I did that for a trade too, so I definitely got to be smarter about that in the future. But there's that. We're gonna paint the chain tonight. I just got my space cleaned up. This guy looks so cool. Like he looks unreal sitting on my desk. He's so awesome. I love this guy. So I'm gonna paint the chain, and then I think we'll have to do the crystal tomorrow. It's getting pretty late. I just don't think we have it. So let me get set up. So I was thinking, like, how can I keep the cartoon style? This thing is in its final days, I think. Just stuck my hand in wet paint. How can I keep my final, like, I want to keep the cartoon styles, right? So I'm going to keep the black and the very recessed parts. And I was going to non-metal metallic it, but then I dumbass forgot I did true metals on that. So I got some silver. We could make it super rusty. Is that what we want? Here's what we're gonna do. I'll bring you in closer, get you on a good angle. I'm gonna paint all the chains in burnt umber, the greatest paint ever. Then I'm gonna paint it all in yellow rust. Not all of it, but you know what I'm saying. And then the final highlight will be the actual silver. And I think if I keep in mind the cartoon, it's definitely time I get a new wet palette going here. I think do this tonight, and I'll start fresh for the crystal. So like painting like rusted metal isn't that challenging, especially with the effect paints these days. But what's going to be challenging is painting it so it matches the scratchy style of our model, and also not getting any paint on our skin. So I'm gonna do something. I keep telling myself I'm not doing late night painting videos, and it gets to the end of the day and I'm like, man, I didn't do any hobbying today. I'm not gonna break my streak. And I'm at the point now where I've been doing this so long that I want to start making good videos. Like not in like I want to sell out and make YouTube money way, and like I want to test myself to see if I can make good video way. Because this all just really started from me wanting to hold myself accountable by using strangers on the internet to get hobbying every day. And now that I'm there, I'm like, fuck, I gotta stop cussing too. Probably should definitely stop doing that. Because however much I cuss in these videos, it's way worse in real life. But I want to see if I can hobby every day and make cool videos every day. I think it'd be cool to make cool videos. And what's funny is I've built other people's YouTube channels. Like I've done videography, I've done photography, I've done editing professionally. But when it comes to myself, I just totally blank on it. And it's funny how that works. So what I'm doing now, I guess I should actually talk about the painting tutorial side of things, is I'm leaving black in like the super dark spots. But otherwise I'm just hitting, and I'm going to be a lot less careful now that I'm past that flesh. I'm just hitting it all in burnt umber, because chains get pretty gnarly. And I'm going to hit this white spot underneath here. I want to get that. I'm going to have to deal with that. Start marbling. So I'm just going to get that darker pigment on it. And again, I'm going to have to go like this, the stone, because I wanted to go light, is going to be a pain in the ass to paint to up from black. So I'm just going to I'm going to be pretty sloppy right here because I can. Because we're going to have to get a good baseline in here anyway. And by starting this, there's actually only going to be a small amount of this that's silver. Here we go. Okay, so we got all of our chain is in the burnt umber. So now this is Secret Weapon Yellow Rust. I love this rust paint. I'm sorry that I am showing it to you now because I don't think you can get it anymore. But now we're just going to come in and kind of almost like stippling and wet blending and just straight painting it. We're going to hit all these chain links. Okay, we're finishing up here and just wanted to show you like as it dries, it gets kind of like this powdery matte texture on it. And again, just slapping this on here, stippling, avoiding, not really avoiding, but it's not really going to be on the spots where the chains are rubbing against each other. So you can see on this other side now, it's almost like a dirty down rust effect, but nowhere near that. And so we're just going to build it up. Just using the side of my brush, stippling, just hanging out, relaxing. All right, so we got to let this totally dry now. And then we'll come back in almost like a dry brush for this. And I'm going to clean this brush out and get a new brush. And then our chain will be done. And remember, the point of this isn't necessarily to paint super realistic rust. It's to create the impression of the rust and nasty, grimy chain in our scratchy, cartoony style. And the orange plays well with our purple. So we definitely want to make sure we get that playing through. Okay, we're going to try almost approach this like a dry brush. I don't want a ton of paint on here because I really just want to give the impression that there's metal underneath it. And in some spots, I might go back and actually like hit it with a real brush. But we want to make sure we get up where the chains are overlapping for sure. And where like that would be worn off by things. But I'll hit this dry brush, and then I'll come back in with some more of the orange and rust just to take it back down. Or not take it back down, but just add in a little bit more rust because I realized like it'd be a lot easier just to dry brush this and then sort it out after. But very quick. Don't want to get any of this on the skin, so I'm being careful there. But very quick and dirty chain. It's not rocket science here. And I'm going to put like blood effects and something on the skin here just to make it like raw and nasty. God, look at this roller. That roller looks so sick. I did such a good job. Just going to keep patting myself on the back. I really love how this... I kind of just want to paint like this all the time now. Okay. So now we got our silver is in. So keeping that brightness. So now what I'm going to do, this is that brush I just used. I rinsed it out just to get a lot of the metal pigment out. And I'm going to grab my Secret Weapon rust here and then just come back on and just mix it. I'm like getting the excess off on the same spot I did it with the silver. And so now we kind of just do the same thing and come back in. Just rust it back up a little bit. Don't want to jack our And we want the chains to be a little bit more muted than the surroundings. Because like we don't want them to steal the show. Right, so if this was super bright orange like it was originally, I worried it would do that. But now I think we're good. So boom. Easy peasy chain. I think this needs to be a little bit dirtier. I think we're in there. Oh, actually, let me... I'm coming in with the real brush and I'm just adding little hints here and there of where the chain would wear. And I'm just doing this like scratchy style. And I'm hoping that'll tie it in. Like just adding a little bit of scratching here and there. Try to avoid it being too uniform. There we go. All right. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow where we tackle this marble crystal we're going to do.